Grace and peace to you, and welcome to my channel. This is Donald C. I'm the author of Hidden Mathematical Genius Within Reviewed. Okay, so today's question is on quadratic expressions. Factorize the following. Okay, so whenever you see in an expression there is a power of 2 and there are 3 terms, just know that you are dealing with quadratic expressions, and quadratic expressions are factorized by a method called searching method, and here are the steps. Okay, how to factorize quadratic expressions. So first thing, we know that a quadratic expression is given by the form ax squared plus bx plus c. So if you are told to factorize, what you do is you follow the following steps. Step 1, you find the product of A and C, and I believe you are aware that product of A and C is just A times C. So in mathematics, if you hear the word product, it means you are multiplying. Okay, so step 1, find the product of A and C. Then step 2, you find two factors. You find two factors of AC. AC is the product which you found in step 1. So find two factors of AC whose sum is B. Meaning, when you multiply these two factors, you should get AC. That is the product. And when you add or subtract, you should get B. Okay, then step 3. Step 3, you replace bx with the two factors found in step 2. Then step 4, that's the last one, factorize by grouping terms. Okay, so these are the steps which we are going to follow to factorize the two expressions there. So the first one is 2x squared minus x and minus 3. Okay, so let's start. So we have 2x squared minus x and minus 3. So the first thing to do is first to determine the values of A, B and C. So what we should know is that A is just the coefficient of x squared. So the number to the front of x squared, that is A. So according to our expression there, our A is 2. B is the coefficient of x, that is the number to the front of x. This is x, and the number to the front is 1, and there's a minus there, so it's negative 1. So B is negative 1. C is the term independent of x, the term that doesn't have an x or a variable. So C is equal to, we can see there is 3 there and there is minus in front, so it's negative 3. So step 1, we find product. So product is just A times C, and A times C, that is 2 times C is negative 3, so that is 2 times negative 3, and 2 times negative 3 is what? Negative 6. Okay, then we need to know also sum. Sum is just B, and B in this case is the minus 1, negative 1. So now we need to find two factors. Now these two numbers, when you multiply them, you should get a product, that's -6. When you multiply them, you should get -6. And when you add or subtract, you should get -1, -1. So the easiest way to do this is to ask ourselves, as in to know what two numbers we can multiply to get -6. Okay, let's check the numbers we can multiply to get -6. Okay, so we know that 1 times -6 is -6. Also, -1 times 6 is also -6. Okay, 2 times -3 is also -6. And -2 times 3 will also give us a -6. So, which one amongst these can give us a -1? Okay, if you check the first one here, we have 1 and a -6. So this is 1 minus 6. 1 minus 6 is not -1. So this one is discarded. This is -6 and this is +6. -1 plus 6 is not -1. That is +5. So even that one is discarded. Okay. -2. So this one is positive. So -2 plus 3, you get 1, which is +1. And we are looking for -1. So even this one is discarded. And here, 2 minus 3. 2 minus 3 is -1. So these are the two factors which we are going to use. So we are going to use 2 and -3. And what you should know is that these are the coefficients of x. So where there is bx, where there is minus x there, is now we put plus 2x and minus 3x. Okay, so therefore we are going to have 2x squared. So where there is minus x, we put plus 2x and minus 3x, and minus 3 there. Okay, so that is step 3. Then step 4, you factorize by grouping terms. So by grouping terms, you get these two, you divide out what is common, and the other two, you divide out what is common. So what is common in these two? That is 2x squared and 2x. Yes, 2x is common, because we know that 2x can go in 2x squared. So we divide out 2x. So we say 2 and 2 cancel out. X in x squared remain with the x. Plus, what is 2x divided by 2x? Yes, 1. Here, we can see there is a minus, and there is a minus. So the minus first is common. We have 3x and 3. What is common? 3. Okay, so we divide out 3. So -1 and negative will cancel out. 3 and 3 will cancel out. We remain with the x. This is -3. -3 divided by -3. Yes, you get +1. Okay, and we can see that here we have x plus 1, and here there is x plus 1. So x plus 1 is common. So we divide out x plus 1. So when we divide out x plus 1 here, we remain with 2x. And again, when we divide out x plus 1 here, you remain with what? A minus 3. So minus 3 there. So we have factorized by searching method. Okay, that was the first one. Then the second one. The second one is -2y squared plus 13y minus 15. So it's the same step. The same steps, I mean. You start with determining the values of a, b, and c. So a is the coefficient of y squared, and the coefficient of y squared there is -2. So a is equal to -2. B is the coefficient of y, and the coefficient of y there is what? Yes, 13. So b is equal to 13. C is the term independent of y, and the term independent of y there is negative 15. So C is negative 15. Okay, so step 1, you find the product. Okay, product. So product is equal to A times C. Okay, A is negative 2 and C is negative 15. So what is negative 2 multiplied by negative 15? Yes, 30. Okay, then sum. Sum is B, and B in this case is 13. So now we are going to find two factors of 30. That's a product. So when you multiply these two numbers, you should get 30. And when you add or subtract, you should get what? 13. Okay. So again, let's try to check the numbers we can multiply, the two numbers we can multiply to get 30. Okay, 1 times 30 is 30. Okay, so we are talking about a positive 30. So we can even have the negatives. So negative 1 times negative 30, you still get 30. Okay, you can have 2 times 15. We can also have negative we can have negative 2 times negative 15. We can have negative 3 times negative 10. We can also have 3 times 10. So among these, which one can give us 13? Okay, so we can see that the one that can give us 13, that is positive 13, can be 3 and 10. This one here, 3 times 10 is 30. Okay, that is our product there, 30. And 3 plus 10 is 13. Okay, so the two factors is 3 and 10. And don't forget that these 3 and 10 are the coefficients of y. So where there is 13y there, we are going to put 3y plus 10y. Okay, so we have minus 2y squared. Where there is plus 13, we are going to have 13y. We are going to have plus 3y plus 10y, then minus 15. Okay, now since we have 4 terms, we can now factorize by grouping terms. Okay, so we'll come to these two. What is common in these two? Okay, we can see that only y is common there. Okay, now since we have a negative in front, we can start with the negative. We can say negative y is common, so that we say negative and negative y is positive, and y in y squared will remain with y. So we are going to have 2y. Okay, negative divided by negative is negative, so there we are going to have minus 3y divided by y will remain with 3. Okay, and here there is 10y and 15. What is common in 10 and 15? Yes, 5. So we say plus 5. So 10y divided by 5, you get 2y. And negative divided by positive is negative. 15 divided by 5, you get 3. Okay, again we can see that we have 2y minus 3 there and 2y minus 3. So 2y minus 3 is common. We need to divide out 2y minus 3. So we have 2y minus 3. So when we divide out 2y minus 3 here, we remain with what? Yes, minus y. When we divide out 2y minus 3, we remain with what? Plus 5. So we have factorized, that is negative 2y squared plus 13y minus 15 using searching method. and the result is the product of 2y minus 3 and the minus y plus 5. So this is how you factorize quadratic expressions. Thank you so much for your time.